Alright then fellas, so this time around I'm going to talk about the top 3 AI skills anybody can learn to stay valuable in this upcoming year. What's funny is that people think that AI is going to replace people, at least not yet, but what is going to replace you is a person that knows how to use AI to their advantage. And you don't want to fall behind. AI is a tool that anybody can use right now to get ahead in whatever it is that they're trying to do, whether it be research, content creation, investigation about something specific like taxes, finance, school, like studying, etc. But anyways, that's the crazy part where like not everybody wants to use it, or they don't know how to use it because they don't want to use it because they don't know how to use it. So my point right now is to show you guys the 3 skills that I do on a regular basis to get a better understanding in my projects. Doesn't have to be school related or work related, just personal projects that I am working on, and I leverage AI to better help me develop whatever it is I'm doing. Right. So what AI has made me pick up skills like it made me more productive, more employable, I would say. My directors are very pleased with my usage of AI in our day-to-day. It's made me be more creative. I am not the creative type, but whenever I take a picture of something, whether it be scenery, I can ask AI to better the visuals or add some snow, for example, if it's a monster region, what have you. But I leverage AI to pretty much help me boost my productivity rate, and I think that's something that I value the most in general. So yeah, the first AI skill is prompt crafting. It's a skill set that everyone thinks they have, but doesn't. So a very simple basic prompt that will give you something, but not the ideal result, is like a 2-3 simple worded prompt that doesn't take you anywhere. Right, for example, if you want to learn about taxes, you tell AI, hey, like talk to me about taxes or explain taxes, and nothing happens. You get something generic, you get something that isn't well thought out because it doesn't know exactly what you're looking for. It basically help you, right? And that's the point of AI prompting, or AI prompt engineering is a term that we see thrown around. But let me run an example right now, right? So the context could be that you're a college student, so you're trying to figure out what you want to do as a college student. It could be in your courses, you could tell AI, hey, like I am a college student, I am trying to learn, trying to understand this specific topic in finance. It could be portfolio building, it could be managing stocks or equities. Can you give me a rundown of whatever it is that you have to understand? For it could be for an exam, it could be for personal setting. The thing that I use AI for is these videos, right? So I ask it, hey, I want to talk about a finance topic that I haven't talked about just yet. My idea is, in this case, AI prompting. Could you give me a 3 top 3 skills that people can learn right now to better use AI in the day-to-day? Can you give me timestamps? Can you give me a script? Can you give me I have to read my prompt, but essentially what I'm asking that is give me a 10 or 12 minute video outline the introduction with the timestamp, the top 3 skills with the timestamp, summary, a mini summary for each section, and the conclusion and the call to action. So the more you feed it information, the better it can understand what to give you, and at least that way it wouldn't be as generic. And the best part about it is that you can ask AI to be very direct, be funny, trying to highlight the tone of the context that you're asking it to be or to explain. The format, like how I asked it to give me a script in bullet format with timestamps and a summary of each section. So that's one way of me fine-tuning the prompt. And the last thing is like constraints, right? Like what boundaries do you want to place onto AI to better focus in on your intent, right? So you can ask it to produce something in 200 words, 5 bullet points, explain to like as if I were 15 in high school, something as simple that you can type and for it to understand what you are looking for. So that's the AI skill number 1, prompt engineering. AI skill level 2 is pretty much the AI workflow, the design, trying to use AI for an entire process. So yeah, so the second skill is pretty much asking. So first, prompt engineering, you ask it to spit out a result, and then now you're trying to fine tune that result into the ideal results or outputs that you're going to use for whatever it is that you're doing, right? So if it's something for a school assignment, then you try and specifically for like an argumentative paper, then you can ask AI, hey, like I'm writing a persuasive essay. Could you keep the tone of the debater? Could we keep it professional? My audience is, you can say professor, that's fine, but according to the topic that you're writing, even asking that, like, keep in mind that my audience for this paper is X, Y, and Z audience. At least that way it knows who to target, right? Instead of just saying, it's a piece of paper that I'm writing, it's whack, etc. The idea of this second skill is to fine-tune AI's results and to better fit whatever it is that you're doing. And the perfect part about it is that you can fine-tune it to be your personal assistant. We've seen AI agents roll around. This is a topic that I want to cover a bit later in the future. But as of right now, leveraging AI to give you desired outputs. Just learning that skill, how to do it, is something that I'm trying to explain in this video right now. Make AI work for you, and once you figure that out, you can rest assured that you'd be ahead of the curve, because not many other people are going to use AI just as much as I do, and just as much as you yourself are going to do. So the last skill that nobody learns, but it's nifty to use, is just verifying AI's information, right? What I'm not specifically saying is fact checking or trying to see where AI messed up. The skill that nobody learns is pretty much arguing with AI or challenging AI's outputs. So what does that mean in practice? So in practice, it's like saying, you ask AI, hey, like, give me an argument for why it is that I should sleep from 9 to 6 instead of 12 to 8. Both results yield 8 hours of sleep, which is what is recommended. But say AI goes from sleep from like 9 to like 6 or whatever instead of 12 to 8. I think my math for the first one is a bit off, but the point is it's going to give you a result, but it wants to know why are you gonna sleep from this time frame to another time frame, right? But it wants to know first before it justifies a certain answer. But that's the point of the third skill. The third skill is challenging AI's results by asking it questions. The first question you can ask is, hey, like, please explain why you chose these steps. Or you can say, what is a counter argument of sleeping between these time frames instead of the other? Ask it what might be inaccurate in this prompt or in this result. You can also ask it, hey, like, give sources. Are you guessing? Are you using Reddit? Are you going through Yelp to weigh the results? ask it what it is that it's doing to justify its results. I think it's the best way to, one, stir up critical thinking skills for those that aren't or that doesn't want to use AI for its purpose. But that's a different topic. That's the third skill that I want to share with you guys. Challenge AI. Treat it as your assistant, as your best friend at the same time, and always ask it questions and ask it for help. It is here to help you, not the other way around. So the conclusion here is me telling you guys that, hey, like the flex that everybody should have is that, hey, I can use AI I use AI in my work that reduces 50% of my stress levels and my time, but it increases 30% of my productivity. These are metrics that people can get across and to be happy about. Nobody wants to what's the old saying, reinvent the wheel, but use AI in this case. Everybody else is using it. Why shouldn't you? Right? So the three skills again is one is how to it's pretty much prompt engineering, how to prompt AI properly for it to give you what you're looking for. The second one is building a way for giving it context, right? Giving it a certain workflow to follow, so it can know how to give you the result that you truly are looking for. Without it, it'll just be guessing, and it'll be some back and forth, or some disagreements, and not wanting to use AI again if it doesn't give you something good from the get-go, right? So the second skill is pretty much giving it a workflow for it to follow, so it can know what kind of result to give you. So that's important. The third skill and last skill that I've shared with you guys right now is pretty much verifying what AI gives you. Asking it questions, forcing it or challenging it to justify its results, and you never know, based on whatever reasoning that it took. Maybe you don't like that kind of reasoning, and that's perfectly fine. There's a point, but there's a reason why I'm telling you guys to like learn how to prompt engineer, and the point of it is to better form AI's results to better fit your needs, and that's the point of this video. Alright then, fellas, later.